stand. Boom, we're working our hips and our explosion, all right? Good, here we go, here we go. Quick on the quick. Yep, green 18. Green 18, sit. On the quick, sit.
Keegan's very cool. He gives a lot of effort and enthusiasm out there on the field, just like he wants from his players. He knows the assignments that have to be done by each player on special teams. And he just explains it well and, you know, really teaches the techniques.
Keegan's amazing. Like, he's very accountable for the things he does. He's very responsible. So I can see exactly why coaches have no problem with allowing him to coach the tight ends. And
Coach Kennedy's a great guy. He's very enthusiastic. He has a lot of energy, and that's something that we needed. When he was with us, with the specialists.
I worked with the specialists last year. Great bunch of kids, work very hard, and the specialists are a unique group of football players because they're really focusing on all the kicking aspect of it.
He always bring that to the table with us, and he was like, let's get some juice, and getting us moving, and that's something we needed because sometimes as specialists we're trying to keep ourselves calm, but sometimes we need that extra energy so we can perform a little more and give a little extra. So now he's doing great with the H-backs and tight ends. He's a great guy. He's a hard worker and dedicated for sure. So he's doing real good.
Keegan Kennedy is the guy that's one of our offensive graduate assistants, and you know he's got the responsibility now of working with the tight ends and H-backs. That added responsibility just shows how myself, Coach Taaffe, and all the way to the top that Coach O'Leary feel about him as a young coach. And having that ability to coach that position and seeing them improve day in and day out, it's only going to do wonders for him in his future as a coach. And I think Keegan's got a fine future as an offensive football coach. And he works hard, he knows how to relate to the players, but at the same time get a lot out of them. And I'm really excited to watch his career develop over the next decade or so.
I'm extremely grateful to Coach O'Leary and the offensive staff, our offensive coordinator, Coach Taaffe, our offensive line coach, Coach Key, wide receivers coach, Coach Beckton, and the running backs, Coach Barrett, for giving me the opportunity to coach the tight ends and the H's. It really means a lot. I appreciate them believing in me to do a great job with it. Justin Tukes, Kevin Miller, Joey Papulo, Cal Bloom, Blake Davis, Mario Mathis, all those guys have progressed and continue to progress throughout preseason and the season. So I've really enjoyed all the time I've spent with them in position meetings and individual meetings. We've gotten close, and I continue to push them to become better football players, and you know, it's going really well. And
in the beginning of preseason camp, he came in, you know, everybody was the same. Everybody up tempo, you gotta learn, you gotta pick it up, you gotta pick it up. If you're not learning, you have to come meet with me after, you know, he's teaching everybody at that tempo, and now I feel like he's like falling back. He understands that some players teach better by yelling, some players teach better by being out in the field, and just different techniques he's used as a coach. So I feel like he's expanded his knowledge for coaching a lot as far as H's and Y's at the position.
Again, another guy that gets it in terms of can take the concepts and teach, and you know, I think right now his focus is just on being a good position coach, meaning teaching good fundamentals, high repetition, get the guys to master the basic fundamentals that they need for their position. And that is a good starting point for him, and as I said, an opportunity to coach when you're really not yet a full-time position coach, getting a lot more responsibility. In his second year with us, and I think can handle that and will handle it, and I see Keegan having a bright future in coaching.
Coach Kennedy's time that he put in last year kind of gave him the respect of the coaching staff to show him that he's definitely willing to put in the time and the effort of what a full-time coach would need to do. Granted, he's still a GA, but he definitely puts in a great amount of time and cares a lot about the program, and he coaches as well as anybody else.
I think it's a great opportunity and a great stepping stone to one day help me fulfill that full-time job. And I'm just taking it day by day, working as hard as I can, coaching up the tight ends and Ys as hard as I can, and doing everything possible to make sure that our team is successful on game day.